I got a recent comment from Grant saying that he missed the voiceovers that I used to do on the videos. So this is a shout out to you, Grant. Uh, I was curious to see when was the last time I recorded a voiceover, and funny enough, it was a year. It was almost a year to this date that I recorded the last voiceover. And a lot has changed since then. And there's reasons why that I stopped doing it. I think it was just because I still wanted to show show the recording of my workouts, but maybe the I didn't have what it took to do the voiceovers. I didn't have that drive to record something to say, because it felt like a clocking in, clocking out type of thing with working out. You know, just put in my time. You know, lower my head and keep grinding. And now looking back at my previous lifts to now, I mean, all my lifts have been somewhat on the same spectrum. Like, there is growth, but the growth is very minimal. And I think maybe because the mindset is not there. I mean, maybe my head is in many different places. One life update on me is that I became a dad. It started around the time I stopped doing these voiceovers. And it's not an excuse, but it's more of a reason where my head was at. All my time and attention was focused on raising this child, and I just didn't have I just didn't have the mental capacity to record these voiceovers. But I still wanted to continue these videos. I still wanted to post my progress, even though I'm still staying where I'm at. Um, yeah, having a family is really a special moment. It makes me think of those before me. Like, it makes me think of my dad and how when he started, you know, where his where his mental capacity was, where his thought process are, like the things you think about. Like, I would have never thought about these things. I would never have thought about these things until I became a dad, and that's something that I think about constantly. Is that, oh, this is how my dad felt when he had me. This is how he would have done things, and you know, ideas, um, and things like that. It's so amazing to bring life into this world, and it just makes me think of makes me think of life. Like, life is so precious that we have to live in the moment. And if we don't live in the moment and try to live our life to the fullest, you know, life is just gonna pass by without without anyone's care. You know, like, time moves forward. It does not stop for anyone, and if you don't take advantage of every moment in your life, then what's there to live for, you know? And that's where my mental capacity is at. Um, so I didn't do as much workouts. Everything was just kind of like a slow grind, and now I'm finally feeling back in the groove of things. Sometimes sometimes my sometimes I'm motivated, but then sometimes I'm not. But now I feel like I have a clear vision of where I need to be. That's it for this week, and I'll catch you in the next one.